Yo, Campus Guy here, what's going on YouTube? Okay, so before the video starts, I need to ask you guys of a favor. We are creeping towards the end of 2021, and I'm sitting at just under 19,000 subscribers. So thank you so much if you're one of those 19,000, but if you're not, I need your help. I have a personal goal of getting to 20K subscribers before the end of the year. I need about 1,000 more subscribers by the end of the year to reach my 2021 goal. So I need your help. If you are not subscribed, or if you don't know if you're subscribed, go down below, look at that red button there and click that button, hit that bell icon to stay notified when K-Base Guy jumps up in your face to show you another video. All right, I need your help. 20K is the goal by the end of the year. I can't do it without you guys. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and enjoy the video. Yo, K-Base Guy here, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. And today I want to talk to you guys about front wide speakers. What do they do? What are they for? What's their purpose? And maybe talk about why nobody actually uses them. So let's start from the top. What are front wides? Front wide is a speaker placement, and you place them on the outside of your front speakers. That's the wide part. So on the front left speaker, to the left of that speaker is the front wide left. On the right side of the right speaker is the front wide right speaker. Say that 3 times fast. Front wide right, front wide right, front wide right. That's crazy. Anyway, so those speakers sit on the outside of your front stage, and what it creates is a giant circle around you. It bridges the gap between what's going on in the front and what's going on in the back. So if you're running a 5.1 channel system, meaning front left, center, front right, then you have rear left and rear right. If you're running a 5-channel system, there is a big gap between the front stage and when something travels to the back, you're missing that section. And so the front wide closes the gap between the front speakers and the rear speakers. So when something does move past you from front to back, it bridges the gap and makes it sound more seamless as it passes you. It doesn't just jump from in front of you to behind you all of a sudden. It actually travels from the front to the back. So that's what front wides are for. If you're running a 7-channel system, so you have surround backs and side surrounds, it's even more seamless. So if you add front wide to your 7-channel system, now you're running a 9-channel system. So now you have a seamless transition from what's happening into the front as it goes to the back. So the front wides play the same role as surround sides in a 7-point channel system. I know it sounds kind of complicated, but the diagrams that I'll put on screen should help kind of explain it in picture to anybody who may be a little confused. All right, so now that we know what front wides are, where to position them, and what their role is, I want you down below in the comment section to answer this question. Have you ever had a system in your home where you've used the front wides? I know it's a little more popular maybe way back in the day, but have you ever had a system where you've used them? I like to watch other reviewers and watch other people's home theater videos and see what they're doing in their setups, and it's really not common at all to run into a system that utilizes front wides, even though just about every receiver out there can do it. Nobody ever really uses it. So I'm curious to know, have you ever used it? And for me personally, I have the Canton tower speakers here. You typically match this front stage as your wide. So I would get another pair of Canton towers and I would put them to the side so that my front stage is completely the same. If you're running bookshelves as your main speakers, you would buy another pair of bookshelves to put to the side. So you typically match the front stage all together. So it takes up a lot of space potentially, and it may not even look really good to some people. So I want to know if you guys have ever used front wides, because me personally, I have not. So that's going to lead me into this next topic: is why aren't people using front wides? Is it even necessary? All right, are front wides even necessary in your home theater? I would say personally, I think it would sound a lot better. I mean, like I said earlier, having that gap filled with another speaker just makes that transition from front to back when you're watching something so much more seamless. Some people may use it as a music listening system. I don't think that would make any sense to have front wides if you're just listening to music primarily, but movies, I really see the benefit. But if it's so beneficial, why isn't anybody using it? I think the main reason is because the space that it takes up. Like I said, you're gonna have to get another tower speaker if that's what you're using, or another bookshelf speaker and a stand, and put it to the side. And you may not have the space to do that. And it has to be positioned pretty correctly to make sense to have. It has to be in between your front speaker and your rear speaker to bridge that gap. And a lot of people don't have that space or don't want to take up that space. And of course, it needs to be symmetrical. You have to be able to do it on both sides. You may have an open hallway here, or a kitchen area here, or a door there, or a window, and it may not make any sense to try to put front wide. So I think positioning and room size with today's homes just doesn't make any sense to utilize. Now, you may be in a basement where it's pretty, parallel on each side, it's pretty square or pretty rectangle, and so rectangular, I guess I should say, and so you can utilize that wall space. But a lot of people have their home theaters in their living rooms or a bigger bedroom or something like that, where they need that open wall space for a couch or for a table or open hallway. So positioning is key, and a lot of people don't have the position to do that. So that's probably the biggest reason why people aren't running front wides. Not that they're not good, but they're hard to incorporate into the system. Another big reason is that not a lot of sound engineers are really utilizing the front wide. Dolby Atmos is here. We have Atmos effects above our head. We got rid of the ProLogic Z, where we used to have height speakers, and we replaced height with Atmos. And so you have DTS-X, OLED. You have so many other formats that can give you immersive sound that front wides kind of can't give anymore. And so not a lot of sound engineers are putting that in their movies necessarily. I'm sure you can find some movies out there that really utilize it, or maybe some of them do now that I'm not aware of. But a lot of people are focused on Dolby Atmos, Dolby ProLogic, they're worried about Dolby True HD, DTS Master Audio. That's the real source right now. And so you're not really finding anything that utilizes the front wide section. Even though your receiver right now most likely supports front wide, you can probably configure that if you have enough channels in your AV receiver or external amplification. And so it's just, nobody's using it, nobody's putting it in their movies, so it's probably a waste of time to even try to incorporate it. So from what we now know, are front wides really necessary? I'd say absolutely not. Not anymore, not with the movies you watch, not with how they're designed, not with the content that we stream. I don't think that it's absolutely necessary in any means. Although, if you can fit it into your room, into your space, I think it does still have a pretty cool benefit to the overall sound. Like I said in the beginning of the video, bridging that gap between front and back just makes the sound seamless. It can't hurt anything to add to your system if you can. So if you can, and the budget permits, go ahead and grab another set of speakers, put them on the side, and you should have a much more seamless transition in your movies. It doesn't really too much affect music necessarily, but for movies, if you're an avid movie watcher and you have a big space and you like big sound, you may have the benefit. But most people, like myself, who doesn't have the wall space whatsoever or the money to buy more Canton speakers, you don't really have a benefit to have it. So it's super situational. If you have the space, go for it. Otherwise, I think I'm okay with my Dolby Atmos 7.2.4 system. I think that's pretty cool. So with that being said, if you haven't already, go down to the comment section. Let me know, have you ever had a system in your home that incorporated front wides? If you have, did it sound good? Was it easy to set up? Was it tedious? Did it take up too much space? Kind of let me know your thoughts about front wide speakers. If you haven't had it in your system, tell me why you haven't had it. Are you like me, not in the space, don't want to fork out the extra money? What is your reasoning for not having any front wide speakers? Let me know that down below in the comment section. Hit that like button and subscribe if you are not already. We will see you guys in the next video. Cape Bay Sky out. Peace.